conserve water and reduce evaporation using a soaker hose instead of a sprinkler. We tested the top soaker hoses on the market to see which ones were the best. So today, we will show you the top 5 best soaker hoses on the market. This will help you save money in the long run. We made this list based on price, performance, durability, and user feedback. To see more information and the most up-to-date prices, check out the links in the description below. Number 1, Water-Right SKR 050 MU Soaker Garden Hose. Unlike other soaker hoses that contain chemicals, the Water-Right Soaker Garden Hose is made of FDA-grade polyurethane, and the brass fittings are lead-free. When we first checked out this hose, our first thought was, wow, how soft. The surface of the Water-Right hose feels more like suede than polyurethane. On close examination, we could see the soaker holes were evenly spaced, about 1/4 inch apart. Its smooth, flexible design allowed us to wind it around the bases of shrubs without kinking. We tested when daytime temperatures were in the 40s, so we expected some brittleness due to cool temperatures, but the Water-Right was flexible throughout. When we turned the water on, the hose oozed droplets evenly. We checked the entire hose to see if any holes were plugged or gushing water. Nope. Along the whole length of the hose, the water seeped out uniformly. Why we love it. Very flexible. Drinking water safe. High quality fittings that don't leak. Uniform water distribution. Number 2, Gilmour Flat Weeper Soaker Hose, 50 feet. The Gilmour Flat Weeper Soaker Hose arrived in a small package that weighed less than 1.5 pounds, and we had our doubts that it would be worthwhile for watering. We were wrong. The Gilmour hose features a thin, flexible vinyl hose encased in a tightly woven fabric sleeve that keeps the interior vinyl from expanding too much. We stretched the Gilmour hose out to its maximum length, 50 feet, and connected it to the outdoor spigot. We turned on the water pressure to 20 psi and observed the watering pattern. The hose became round under pressure, and water came out in a mostly uniform fashion, although some hose areas seemed to emit slightly more water than others. We then wound the hose around the bases of trees and shrubs and turned the water on for 30 minutes. The Gilmour hose is budget-friendly and well-suited to directing water to the bases of plants, but we felt it was slightly on the delicate side. It worked well with low water pressure, but we would not recommend using it with higher water pressure, over 25 psi. Why we love it. Affordable. Lightweight. Compact for storage. Number 3, Taisia 1/2 inch Soaker Hose Diameter, lead-free. In our tests, we found that the Taisia 1/2 inch soaker hose maintained equal pressure from end to end, a sometimes challenging accomplishment for longer-length soaker hoses. We started testing the Taisia hose at 20 psi and found that it was sufficient for even water distribution. Then, we turned up the pressure to 40 psi and noted that the droplets came out faster, but we didn't observe any spraying or leaks. The distribution was still even and uniform. The hose was relatively easy to wind around the bases of trees and shrubs, but it was slightly stiff to begin with. Keep in mind that the outdoor temperature was in the 40s when we tested this hose, which kept it from being as flexible as it would be on an 85-degree summer day. As the sun shone on the hose, it warmed up slightly and was more flexible. Why we love it. Uniform water distribution. Withstood up to 40 psi. Customizable, with included fittings. Number 4, H2O Works Heavy Duty Garden Flat Soaker Hose. Two things stood out immediately upon unboxing the H2O Works Soaker Hose: its bright blue color and the fact that although this is a flat hose, it's made from flexible, high-tensile PVC rather than thin vinyl covered with fabric. When we turned on the water pressure, the H2O Works became a round soaker hose with weep holes on all sides, and it was a simple process to wind it around bushes and plants without the hose kinking. The H2O hose distributed water evenly along its 50-foot length with just 20 psi of water pressure. Since it's made to withstand higher pressure, we turned the spigot all the way up to about 55 psi. Water output increased, and we noted a bit of spraying, but the hose held firm other than that. When it was time to store the hose, it flattened once again for easy rolling, and we were able to wind it up around our hose reel without kinking. Why we love it. High quality, flexible PVC. No leak brass fittings. Uniform water distribution. Will withstand higher water pressure situations? Number 5. BUYOOKAY Soaker Hose 50 feet with 1/2 diameter. The BUYOOKAY soaker hose features a flexible rubber material designed to wind easily around the bases of bushes or trees without kinking, and even in 40-degree temps, we found it lived up to its reputation. We twisted it, straightened it, and pulled it from one end, and it didn't kink. Its suppleness seemed about the same even after the sun shone on it and warmed it up a bit. It was simple to lay out either way. The hose is made from all-new rubber and features a reinforced core for added durability. We first tested it at about 20 psi and found the water distribution uniform at both ends of the hose. While it's not billed as a high-pressure soaker hose, we turned the water pressure up to 40 psi to push it a bit more. The water output increased, but the hose held firm even at the fittings. Why we love it. Flexible even in cool weather. Didn't kink. Wing nut adapters offer leak-free connections. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our video and found it to be helpful, please do like, comment, and share this, and for future videos like this, please do subscribe to our channel.